this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Thursday the 16th of September. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar, looking at hourly candlesticks. It's a mixed start to the morning. Going to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 47,768 to take a run at the first major resistance level of 48,813. Support from the broader market will be needed for Bitcoin to break out from 48,500 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 49,000 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, we've got the 23.6% fib at 5473 to cap the upside on the day. Second major resistance level is at 49,488. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 47,093 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 47s. Second major support level sits at 46,048. Looking at the MACDs, got a widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, coming off the back of yesterday's late bearish cross. So keep an eye out for a further widening there to weigh on Bitcoin. On the EMAs, however, that's a bullish signal, 50 pulling away marginally from the 100 and the 200 after yesterday's bullish cross, suggesting further upside ahead. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 47,768 and move through to 48,500 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, support levels will be in play. Across to Ethereum against US dollar, also bearish. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 3532 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3705. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ethereum to break out from yesterday's high and this morning's highs at 3621 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 3800 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3793. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 3443 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid the 23.6% fib at 3369. Second major support level sits at 3221. Looking at MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histogram at the turn of the day. No signs of a bearish cross, however, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, that's a bullish signal after yesterday's late bullish cross, 50 crossing through the 200. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 3532 and move through yesterday's highs and this morning's highs to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, tracking the broader market. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid a fall through the pivot at 187 to take a run at the first major resistance level 194. Support's going to be needed for Litecoin to break out from yesterday's high. It was at 191.86. So barring extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 195 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Litecoin target 200 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 199. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 182 and the 23.6% fib at 178 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 175s. Second major support level at 175 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, coming off the back of yesterday's late pullback and this morning's decline. So keep an eye out for a further narrowing that would suggest a reversal of yesterday's gains. On the EMAs, that is a bullish signal, however, with the 50 crossing through the 100 and narrowing on the 200. So look out for a further narrowing and a possible bullish cross 50 through the 200 that would support a breakout. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 187 and move through yesterday's highs to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also bearish. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 1.1097 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.1399. Support will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break out from this morning's high 1.13064. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.2s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.1597. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1.0899 and the 38.2% fib at 1.0659 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, however, Ripple's XRP should avoid the second major support level at 1.0597. Looking at the MACDs, a marked narrowing of the bullish histograms, and we're looking at a possible bearish cross this morning, so keep an eye on that. On the MA's 50 has pulled away marginally from the 100 and narrowed marginally on the 200, so keep an eye on that as well. A further narrowing on the 200 would support further upside ahead. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 1.1097 and move back through to 1.13 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play.